Okay. We are rocking and rolling. Let's see if I can remember how to do all this stuff. Value. Alright. Welcome back to another episode of Mrixel 2520 plays Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest. A lot has gone on. I know it's been a couple weeks since I posted a video, but I've kind of been in a slump emotionally. I'm a little bored out here in Port Townsend, and not even this fantastic game can pull me out of it. But man, has it been giving it a good shot. So just literally like 2 days ago, just out of the blue, they released Rivals of Ixalan.
Like, they mentioned it was coming, and they're just like, oh, here you go. And so I'm very impressed. I've barely gotten my fill of
Ixalan, and now here's a whole new set of cards, as well as new Planeswalkers you can buy in the store. And, you know, these Planeswalkers from the set, I think, are really good. And I happily picked up Hotley. Now, I'm a little... I already have two other red-white Planeswalkers, being Ajani and Nahiri, and some people don't really like Hotley, but you know, I think she's pretty cool. She's a Dino deck, so I felt inclined to get her. I almost didn't. I was trying so hard to get 650 crystals last night. I was at like, I ended up at 649 at one point, and I was just like, oh, I have 6 hours left. I gotta, you know, crush out an event and get some more crystals. And I did, and I almost didn't buy her, because, again, I already had two red-white Planeswalkers, and the next Planeswalker out is Vraska, which is the first black-green Planeswalker in Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest. And I've been wanting to play green-black for so long. I have like a million deck ideas. I kind of don't like the way that Vraska is pushed. She's kind of weird. Like, she wants to do pirates, even though she's black-green. Anyway, but I was like, I just gotta get Hotley. I've already built a red-white dinosaur deck using my other red-white Planeswalkers, and so I'd be a fool not to. And I don't regret it at all. I think she's a whole lot of fun. Let's take a look at her abilities. I've only leveled her to level 40. That's kind of where I tend to take my Planeswalkers initially. It unlocks all three of their skills. It kind of, you know, it kind of gives you a good base level to let you know where your Planeswalkers are at. And it usually takes about 50,000 crystals, or whatever these are called. These runes, I think they call them. So let's take a look at her abilities. For 9 loyalty, you can give your creatures +1/+0 until end of turn, and you gain life equal to the greatest power of creatures you control. I've not used this one. I don't know how good it gets at higher levels, but like, meh. Call Dinosaur. Hey dinosaurs, come here. It creates 2/3/3 dinosaur tokens with trample. Cool. It creates a support with dinosaurs you control have Berserker. Now I like that, because I want to charge in with my dinosaurs all the time. I've built an enraged deck, so if you can get your dinosaurs to enrage, this is great. Unfortunately, what I really dislike is this only has one shield. And in one game, I was able to get Call Dinosaur off 3 times, and it placed a shield in a way that I broke it before my dinosaurs got to attack. So that's really disappointing. Yeah, I did that 3 times in one fight. So it was basically just stacking up on dinosaurs, which is fine. Anyway, Sun Empire's Rage deals, I hate the grammar, deal 1 damage to your creatures, then 4 damage to your opponent's creatures. I haven't used this one yet. This seems like it's going to be super good for my enraged triggers. Let's flip over to the deck now, and I can show you the deck I built, because all these creatures have enraged. I originally had a 5th creature in here. It was, I believe his name is Swordtooth. He's a 5/5 for, I think, 15 or 16. He's red-green, and when he enters the battlefield, he deals 1 damage to all other creatures, I believe. So he's great for enraged, but I figured I had lots of other ways to do enraged, so he was my first pull. I've gotten some new cards. I'll take a look at those here in a sec. I got some pretty spicy cards. I'm pretty happy. Additionally, when they released Rivals, they reevaluated all of the Ixalan cards, and they adjusted mana costs and tweaked abilities a little bit to make them a little more playable, which needed to happen so bad. Not everything got adjusted, but like 90% of everything got adjusted for the better, I would say. This guy's great. Like, I love this as a paper Magic card. You know, if your opponent can get this down and you can't deal with it, it's just, it's sort of game over. Belling Aegisaur, Rockstar. Has blocker, but that's fine. You want him to block anyway, because he buffs all your creatures, including himself, which is really nice. I don't think the paper one buffs himself. My favorite little friend. Great with Belling Aegisaur, though I ran into something where I did damage to all creatures at the same time. This trigger I thought was going to save my Raptor Hatchling, but it didn't. This guy died. I still got my dinosaur, but poor little Rapti kicked the bucket. This was my first Rivals of Ixalan card. I got it in a daily pack. I think this is even a rare in paper Magic. I love this guy. If you can ping this guy for 1, he gets a net of +1/+1. He's great, and he's a 3/3 for 9. He's super cool. Another great critter. If you can just deal damage to him, you can just kill your opponent with this thing. Excellent. Standard blocking tech. You throw it on any of these dinosaurs, and suddenly it just, you know, gets out of control. I think you've probably seen all the rest of these cards. This is fun, because then you can just ping all your enraged dinosaurs. Encharting Mist, sure, Abrade, good, Cast Out. I was thinking I might trade this out for something. Oh, Gideon's Defeat, which just exiles a creature, and you gain 5 life. But I think I like this a little bit better because it has the cycling and you can lock down multiple creatures, and it has 3 or 4 shield. This thing's real hard to get rid of. And then just some ramp. This thing's just excellent. It's pretty good in most decks. It's okay in this deck. My other masterpiece, my Chrome Mox, you can no longer play with because it's not Innistrad, it's Kaladesh era, and Kaladesh era is out of quote-unquote standard now, so that's a bummer. I figure we'll play with this deck at least once today. I've played with it a few times. It's a lot of fun, and I've called it Grumpy Dinos. I'll think of a better name. So really like that. Other cool stuff, look at all these purple Unobtainium I have. I figure we're gonna bust open the vault and try for another one of these. Oh, we have a free booster. Let's see what we get. Shaky, shaky. None. This card's terrible. Okay. So I always feel like it's a good time to use this when you don't have any of these cards. I have 0 of them. I have exactly 0. But like, there's some bonkers mythics in here, so we're gonna try for them. Like, I love these. I think these are so cool. These dragon spirits, super cool. But let's see what we get. Oh man, this guy seems out of control. Cool. I want this as a paper Magic card. I had a friend open 2 of these in one draft. Anyway. Let's see what we get. I might even be able to get 2? That could be nuts. Yes, please. Come on! It's a white. Ooh! Yes! I got one of the dragons. Cool! Yosei, the Morning Star. He wakes up in the morning, he's like, I'm ready to go! Don't even need any coffee. Anyway. When this creature is destroyed, until the beginning of your next turn, your opponent loses all mana bonuses. I don't quite know what that means. If there are 8 or more white gems, destroy all creatures. Whoo! Spicy. I don't know know if you want that to happen all the time. You just lost your biggest creature, and then you destroy all your other creatures. This would be very spicy with God Pharaoh's Gift. I know that's my favorite card ever, but it's really good. And you get a 16, for 16 mana, you get a 7/7 flying dragon. Sick. Thank you, sir. We can get another one. Let's do it. Normally I would save up for the 400, but these have gotten a lot easier to obtain, so I dig it. Ooh! Mythic Dinosaur! Oh, and it has Enrage. Unfortunately, I can't put it in the Hotly deck because he's green, but spicy, spicy, spicy. The wording on this is super strange and has caused a lot of people some confusion. I don't actually know how it works, but I assume what it says is, at the end of this turn, reinforce this creature until end of turn. He gains the ability to reinforce himself at the end of the turn. Just more grammar nonsense. But cool. 2 Mythics. I can dig it. Speaking of Mythics, I have some other spicy new toys. Let's just look at the rares and Mythics, because that's really probably what is most exciting. We'll go Ascending. I got to commune with dinosaurs. Totally great. The only thing I don't like about it is it gives you... It does the gems before you fetch the card, so if this is the last card in your hand, it can gain you 0 mana towards the dinosaur you draw. And I don't understand why it does the opposite. Not really the opposite of what it says, but it does it in a conflicting order. That just seems poorly designed. And also, this is a common. It's really... Is it really that powerful? I don't think so. Legion's Landing. This one got brought down to 7. It was so good at 10. They made it even cheaper. They also changed away from that weird swastika icon to this little cool compass rose. Way better. I got this garbage pirate. He's not garbage. I really don't care about pirates. He's probably fine. I don't even know if I've tried him. Activate 4. He gains Unblockable. He already has Unblockable. This is the biggest pile of trash I've ever seen. So it's a support. It costs 11. Okay. Activate 2. The support gains 2 shields. So it doesn't inherently do anything. Until your next turn. And then, at best, it gains 2 shields, which still doesn't do anything. At the end of your turn, if the support has 4 or more shields, I don't even know how many shields it enters with. I would hope at least 2. It transforms and you find 2 treasures. Treasures suck. At the beginning of your turn, convert 2 gems to loyalty gems. Who cares? That's a lot of work for some loyalty gems. Whenever a treasure you control is destroyed, draw a card and the support loses 1 shield. They said they got rid of this on a bunch of cards. I still see it on a bunch of cards that I think really don't need it. This thing is so underpowered, it's unbelievable. I got this guy. I like mana drain effects. I don't love them. They brought this down to 11. This is totally playable now. When it was at 18 or whatever, it was always I would always move it further and further down in my hand until it just sat there forever. I think I already got that guy talked about. Settle the Wreckage is nuts. Brought him up to a... I brought Kanjali Sunwing up to a 4/4. I'm not crazy about this guy, but I'll play him sometimes. Still haven't played Tenonali Shifter. I've had it played against me. People seem to dig it. This got a small bump. They brought the price down, and they made it so you gain 3 mana for all cards. It's still a little underwhelming. Here we go. Here's one of my other mythics. While you have another merfolk in the battlefield, not on the battlefield. That's just something that bugs me. Your opponent's spells cost 5 more mana. Now this is something I always stumble over in Puzzle Quest, is spells are specifically instants and sorceries. In Magic, a spell is anything you cast. So basically anything other than a land, or an ability that triggers out of your hand, whatever. So this doesn't hit creatures or supports. He's still pretty good. And you can build a Merfolk deck that really just hoses your opponent's deck. I've built a Kiora deck with this guy and several of my other Merfolk, and it can pretty easily just lock your opponent out of doing anything. And you just chip away at them with little creatures. I brought this thing way down. I still haven't played with it. Another pirate. Discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. It's a 7/7 with trample and it does stuff. I don't love them. I think they brought this guy up a little bit. I think they bumped this up to 2 damage. They have Menace on here twice. He's okay. Still absolutely love this thing. This has not disappointed me whenever I play it. Just very good value. Okay, here's something I want to play with, but I haven't yet. When this creature deals damage to your opponent, increase the mana cost of the lower half of your opponent's hand. So, effectively, their least important cards are getting more and more difficult to cast. So, yeah, thanks. So, I don't know. It's probably good. I haven't played with it. Maybe we'll get around to it today. Verdant Sun's Avatar. When this or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to its toughness. Beautiful. Love it. Big, stompy creature. 8/8. No abilities, but like this thing can just keep you alive and soak up and deal a ton of damage. This was a great pickup. I really want to try this with Siren's Ruse. Either just flicker him or all my other stuff just over and over and over and over and over again and just gain a ton of life that way. Siren's Ruse, it's one of those weird cards where, again, I end up putting it lower and lower and lower in my hand, but I think it's really cool. This boy, River's Rebuke. It's a blue Wrath. People think this card is absolutely out of control, and it is. Return all creatures and non-land supports your opponent control to their owner's hand. Increase the cost by 2. If there is no room in your opponent's hand, destroy those cards. For 21 mana. Sure. I mean, it's getting rid of a ton of threats and supports. Blue has such a hard time dealing with supports, and this just goes like, you know what? Don't care. They're done. I think at 21 mana, this thing is still totally playable. I think if this were to get more than like 25 mana, it might start getting a little costly, but this is a great card. This is the card that you move to the second card in your hand, so after you cast the first card in your hand, it slowly gains a little bit of mana. So every turn you're adding a little mana to it, in theory, and you just sort of have it on the back burner for when your opponent is ready to, alpha strike. You just go, nope, and just blow up everything. It's great. Or whatever a watery noise. Sploosh! This dinosaur still kind of sucks. He's a 5/6. The Paper Magic version of this has double strike. So the Paper Magic version doesn't grant itself double strike, but it has double strike. So this thing is, it needs to have double strike, because this can very easily hit the board as just a 5/6 and not give anything double strike. If it's the last thing, if it's the last creature you cast, your third creature, it doesn't do anything. You have to have this in the frontmost slot, and even then, it doesn't give itself double strike. So, kind of disappointing. Alright, that said, let's play some rounds. Let's play with Hotley and maybe Yosei. Have I already done all this training grounds? I have. But you know what I was doing? I was just playing against I need to do these. I don't think we'll do all these today. I think you've seen most of these decks before. Maybe we'll do the Kiora one, because this is the Merfolk deck I was talking about. But let's take Hotley for a spin. I don't know how to say her name. It's got vowels in weird orders, and I kind of stumble over it. This deck can be a real pain in the butt, so I don't think we're going to do that. We need just like... I played this, and it was okay, but he kept bouncing stuff to my hand. It was annoying. This deck just makes everything indestructible, which is hard to deal with. I have a deck that's really good against this deck, but I don't think Hotley would be right for that. Let's just do... Can we do these? We can change out Planeswalkers. Level 60. We're gonna kind of cheese it. We're gonna look for... We want something about the same level. Level 60. I don't often bring my Planeswalkers up to level 60. I don't know why. Ah! Sucker. We might get totally wrecked, but we'll see. Maybe that'd be a funny name. It's getting hot in here. That's what I called my whole used deck. So you can kind of trick the system in this event. You can change your Planeswalkers out. We don't care about this. We're just playing with the cards. Boop. So with the update, they changed all the artwork. Apparently they didn't like me making fun of Vomit Face sculpture, so they changed it to this thing. Oops, it's gone. We'll look at it when we finish up here. Okay. Boy, lots of good mana choices. What is in our hand? We're gonna get that online, because that can just power you through. This can gain you so much mana. in a Tezzeret deck, I can get this thing up to like 20, and for what it does, you gain X mana, where is the number of shields on this card. So you just get free 20 mana at the top of every turn. This thing's nuts. Okay, that said, if I do that, that's gonna drop that down. No, I think this is our play. Yeah. Boop, boop. Weird you didn't go for the blue. They also said they tweaked the AI a little bit. I don't know. I guess because it got black and loyalty gems, but the blue would have been so much better. Or the green. Or I don't know. Actually, the green would have been really good because it would have locked me out of white. I digress. Keep charging towards our Sun Crown Hunter. This seems like an excellent play. Hello. Okay. Whenever I draw this, just like instantly is priority to cast that. We're gonna try to get Saving Grace. So once he throws out a creature, I'll just block and start blowing him away like that. Darn. What is? Oh, we can do this. Boop. Oh yeah, and there's like some innate abilities of stuff that goes on. Like, I forget what that was. He was raiding or something. And Shrouding Mist, that's great for once he gets a creature. I'm gonna save this for at least having one more dinosaur out, just so we can get a little more value out of it, or until he gets a creature out, whichever comes first. We're gonna keep cracking away at this white, because Hotley likes white. Boop. Hopefully they don't have a bounce spell. They probably have something big and nasty coming down this way. I can only imagine. I hope it's not Gaia's Revenge. Oh crap. That's not what I was expecting, but alright. Well, that's a bummer. Ah, and you make it so much more expensive. I need a creature. Poopy. Just pretty good mana gains. We'll look at those here in a sec. Damn it. Ha! Idiot. There we go. So here's one of the things I don't like about this ability. Literally does nothing right now. Doesn't do much even when you have a creature out. So pretty much she likes red. These aren't the worst. -2 really is painful. It's like almost getting no mana if you have to make a blue match. I think one of the versions of Liliana has -3 for like white and green or something like that, and she can just get hosed. Anyway, back to the game. I'm gonna try and get this guy out. I don't know what this spell could be. I hope it's not bad. Oh my god, you're getting so much mana. Stop! Stop! Oh! I can't believe I was able to recast this dude. Alright, so we're gonna go like this. Voop! Let's see where it puts that Berserk thing. Probably right here. Because that's my best play. Yep, there it is. I hate it when it does that. Diarrhea. It's really my best play, too. I'm trying to think. Because if I crack this off, he'll die. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and keep this around. He'll probably break it on his turn, but we'll see. He'll attack into that guy. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. And we'll Enshrouding Mist. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I lied. We're not going to cast that. We're going to let little raptor hatchling die because I'm a monster. Take 3, nerd. See, and he broke my enchantment. That needs to be at least a 2 shield. Ooh. Oh, that's right, I cast it. I was like, where'd it go? Now, question is, I think I want to kind of diversify my dinosaurs. He's got this annoying dude which means I just bounce something back to my hand. And if I dump all my mana into this big dinosaur, he'll just keep returning it and I'll be out a bunch of dinosaurs. So we're just going to do this. Takes away a ton of his mana. Oh, doesn't mean I can cast anything though. He's getting over the top of us pretty fast. I could sure use some removal, or that. Fuck. We're getting wrecked. Stop gaining mana. What is all this? Oh my god. Burp, 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 burp. Guess this. Oh, I really wanted to get that out. No, I of course couldn't have one of his crazy cascades. Watch how much mana he'll get. Oh, we lose. Wow. Okay, this was not the best showing of this deck. Just pick it up. Hurry it up. Don't cast any more spells, just kill me. Ha! Badonkadonk. Okay, cool new piece of artwork. Oh no, I was gonna make fun of it. I was gonna say, oh, this terrible thing I can't even make fun of. This is really cool. I think this is the City of Gold that everyone is looking for. Well, that was a bummer. Let's try that again. Okay, okay. Similar in level. Try that again, because that didn't go well. Ugh, this still bugs me. Bring it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. I gotta take a sip of water and my mic is in the way. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. It's your regularly scheduled do nothing hand. We're gonna turn all these off. I am so turned off right now. We're gonna go for this. Good, we're a good ways into a braid. So there's 4 creatures in this deck, which I find if I play more than 5, you end up with too many creatures. But if you play 4 or less, sometimes it can be so seemingly impossible to draw a creature. You need to run like 4.5 creatures. So figure out a way to do that. Well, this is my creatureless hotly deck. It doesn't do much, but when it does do things, yeah. No. Yes? Kinda. Once he does cast something, it's in for a world of hurt. Okay. Alright, this is great. We're going up against a cycling deck. Seriously? I guess what I could do is just throw out one of these braids. Oh, it won't even let me cast it because there's no creatures. Sure would like a creature in my creature dino deck. And sure. There we go. So that can make creatures for us. Sure. Just keep casting stuff that cares about cycling. Really? Draw a effing creature. These are probably kill spells. They're gonna get nuked. Okay. It's fine. Still no creatures. He seems to be running a very low creature deck, so I'm actually gonna throw one of these out. Though, there. I think he's going for a big creature rather than a bunch of little creatures, so we're gonna try and slam that out. We're gonna try and bust up his enchantments. Next turn, maybe we can do it again. Yeah. Oh! Yeah, your enchantments are stupid. Okay. That's a terrible card. So I guess what you're gonna try and do? Weird. Thank goodness gracious. Pardon me. Voop! Hello. Giant Buttasaurus. Pew pew pew. Don't nuke me, bro. There's a lot of work to get a creature out, and it's literally the smallest one in my deck. Well, that's a bummer. He's going off with his janky Sphinx deck. He is actually beating me with it, so maybe I should shut up. Okay, 3 copies of a braid in hand, 2 creatures, can't do much of anything. Well, maybe we'll get to do Sun Empire's Rage. That'll be fun. This seems like a totally good play. Boom! Crack all of his enchantments a bunch. Might get to do it again next turn. Boom! That was no boom. I don't know why I said boom there. He's digging for something. I can't imagine what. Okay. I mean, he's making us discard our braids, but we're not doing anything with them anyway, because these disappear at end of turn, and they do a very low amount of damage. I have no idea what's in his hand. Like, what is all this stuff he's not casting? He must have a creature. I'm just thinking. That must be a creature he's trying to buff or something? I have no idea, man. What does a braid say? So if I wanted to get really spicy, I could hit this dino with a braid, make another 3/3. Doesn't seem like the best play, but he's really not doing anything except making us discard our cards anyway, so sure. It's a weird thing to do, but you know, that's what this game is, figuring out weird, flexible things to do with your cards. Sorry, Dino Friend. It's okay, I brought a friend with me. So there, we got 3 more damage on the board and destroyed one of his annoying supports. I don't know which one it was. I kind of wish it would show you when, or what dies when it dies. Oh. Now I wish I had that up braid. Oh, you know what this is? This is probably like a creatureless deck for an event that says cast less than X amount of creatures. Because he's just got all creature tokens. We don't want to accidentally cast this on top of this guy, because then we lose 2 creatures and only get 1 dinosaur out of it. So he wouldn't be casting creatures, he would just be making tokens, which doesn't count as casting creatures, which is fine. I think that's a totally sneaky way around that sort of objective. Let's do this. Hopefully we can get our Sun Crown Hunters. Nope. We're hitting pretty hard. A 9/9 is nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Sure. Raptor hatchling, no! It's fine. Turn him back on. Not really doing much with the Siege Horn at this point. We've already gained so much mana towards the Sun Crown Hunters. Yeah. Boop. Again, probably not the best showing of this deck. It does way better against decks with like tangible creatures and like creature interaction. So we've had one deck where we just got swamped, and one round where we just steamrolled. So you get it. Ooh. We're gonna put him. He'll probably be dead by the time we get the Bellowing Aegisaur out, but a guy can dream. Crunch. No! It's fine. It's actually kind of working out. He's blown up a lot of his supports with whatever this... Though it's making no mana for me. Do you see how much blue it's farting out each turn? So much blue. I mean, I think we just win here. Yeah, here's 17, here's 16. Oh, plus whatever this little shotgun action is. Okay. It's too bad we didn't really get to see the deck do much more. I'd like to run it one more time, but I've been told these episodes are a little long for some people's taste. I like talking about this game. I think this game's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of strategy in it, much like Paper Magic. But for people who are just starting out, and I wish I had more friends who played this game that I could talk about it with, because I think this game's great. The marketing aspect of it, the people running the show, make it really hard for new players. So I feel like I'm trying to help those new players. I think that's my goal for this this series, is to introduce people to this game and just kind of give them a good leg up, because there's a lot to take in. You're welcome. Let's go back and let's try out Yosei. Is that the one that I'm meaning to say? Our mythic dragon. We're gonna build a silly deck off of our silly dragon. And I think a good way to test it out would be against I want something I can just spam over and over again. We'll do it in training grounds. We're gonna build a temporary deck and just run it a few times. So it's gotta be white. Now what did Yosei say again? Huh. Where's my... Oh, because I'm playing red, or white. I was wondering where that moon dork went. When this creature is destroyed, until the beginning of your next turn, your opponent loses all mana bonuses. Bonuses is really strange to me. If there are 8 or more white gems, destroy all creatures. I'm wondering if we can do some sort of weird spirit deck? Is there anyone that's good with spirits? Let's try making... Go away. Meh. I think there were some pretty okay blue-white spirits from Innistrad, so let's try that. Card pool. Creatures. Let's just look at the rares and mythics. Let's look at spirits. Or depirits. Does it not count Yosei as a spirit? That's silly. So like, this was the set that like power creep was so abundantly apparent. Here's a 5/6 for 7. What? He makes spirits. He doesn't care about spirits much himself. He just makes spirits. That's okay. When a spirit you control enters the battlefield, gain 2 life. I thought there was other stuff that did crazy stuff with spirits. Oh, that's why, because I didn't have masterpieces turned on. Right. I thought I had other dudes that cared about spirits. This one guy wants me to cast spells. Sure, I guess. What are you? Okay. Each creature you control gains prevent damage until end of turn. If I could figure out a way to like rumble in with my creature? I have no idea what she's talking about. Thanks, Lil. Oops, we have too many creatures. Okay. This guy cares about spirits. He's definitely in. This guy cares about spells. And then there's some spells that let you, make spirits, so I think he's in. This guy wants you to put creatures in play. And you don't necessarily have to cast them, so I think he's in. So I think you are the weakest link right here. Though that is pretty spicy. Remove from deck. Alright. Oops. Let's look at this. Let's look at spells that care about spirits. This is it! This is the one! Not forgotten, though I did forget the name of it. That is my brand of humor. Okay. Other things. When this is destroyed, create spirits. Cool. The first creature you control gets +4/+2. Go on. If that creature is human, it also gains when the spirit is destroyed. Summon. Ooh, okay. So here's a cool little interaction. Have that in play. One of my humans dies. I lied, that's terrible, because this is my only human. Okay, cool. So now we kind of we need some spells that do stuff. Let's get some ramps. I already saw this. I wonder if she's talking about this here in town. That's probably what she's talking about. Oh, we don't need spirits anymore. Oops. Well, it's fine. That. We were thinking God Pharaoh's Gift, because that card is totally fair. Totally fair and balanced. And not at all abusable. Boop. I'd like some... I know what else I want. I want... What am I doing? I want a rare support from this. I want the cycle. Irrigated farmland. I think it's a really cool piece of art, BT dubs. Really tells a story. I guess. Whatever. How are we looking? We have 0 removal. We should have at least 1 piece of removal, and it should probably be a spell. Oh, I have the perfect idea. Okay. Stop! I already saw! Let's turn that off. Boop. Should have done that initially. Sorry. And it is the one where Soren's killing Avacyn. Anguished Unmaking. Destroys the first creature your opponent controls, so that gets around Hexproof and other things that target. A random support, it's always random. It could just say a support. And why is support capitalized? Your opponent controls is destroyed. You take 6 damage. Fine. I don't have any way to recoup the life, but that is fine. Yeah, this looks fun. We don't have a way to take out Yosei. Like, we don't have a way to throw Yosei under the bus. Which is kind of what we want to do, right? I think we'll pull out the Vessel, because it and Not Forgotten are kind of doing the same thing. Now let's figure out a way to kill Yosei. Either by sacrificing... Uh-oh, that's not good. What about Fumigate? Fumigate. Each creature is destroyed, aka destroy all creatures, aka Wrath of God, Day of Judgment. I think in Kaladesh this destroyed all creatures except artifact creatures. Destroy all non-artifact creatures. Because it's, you know, it's fumigating. It's killing all the gremlins. So if this text... Stop! Why is everything so hard? Oh, because I put it on airplane mode. Haha! Boop! That could have been embarrassing. Clear all. Do we connect to Wi-Fi? No. Alright, hold on 1 minute. Okay, we're back. I've fiddled around with Wi-Fi and stuff, and I think we have it back up and working. Sorry, that's embarrassing. I'm such a scrub when it comes to streaming. This is really only the 4th time I've ever streamed, so I can cut myself a little slack. Okay, how are we looking? We've got 4 creatures, all of them spirits or care about spirits. We have this, which makes a spirit, and a spell, which Niblis of Frost likes. This is just good. We have lots of spells. Yeah, I think this looks great. This looks like a lot of fun. Use. And we're gonna go up a werewolf deck. This should be interesting. Spirits versus werewolves. Let's see who wins. My money is probably on spirits or werewolves because I've never tested this deck and it looks kind of expensive and overly lofty. But we never know. It could I could have created a new archetype right here. Yeah. How about that? Okay, who do we got? No Yosei? Boo. I'm gonna turn that off until we absolutely have something in the bin. I'm gonna put that up here. I don't think we need that yet, because I think we can get 7 mana on our first turn. It'll be close. I lied. Let's do it. And let's see. I think we'll go for... Oh, that was dumb. Oh, we win. Oh, darn it. Now we didn't need that, we didn't need to cast that spell prematurely. Cool. Let's do it. Did you forget about me? Get 3/3. Would disable his creature, but alas, no creatures. Ah! I would like to see Yosei sometime, though. It's kind of what I built my deck around. So far, so good. I think we're gonna cycle this. It's not great, but we'll take it. Now, our mana kind of sucks. If we do that, he won't have a good red play. If we do that, he still won't have a good red play. Sure. Darn. Now he has a good green play. Ooh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's bad news. That's good news. We're gonna get this out, because, this guy will just blow away your creatures, which is fun. This is like the card you want to have for the werewolf deck. Human werewolf, when he enters the battlefield, or transform, only transform is underlined, transform, to this form, the first creature you control gets +4/+4. So, he enters as a 12/12 for 18, which is pretty nuts. At the beginning of any player's turn, if no cards were cast this turn, this creature transforms into Big Scary Werewolf. The first creature your opponent controls takes damage equal to this creature's power, so it just 12 damage as your first creature. This thing's pretty terrifying. It can get out of control, but you know, that's why you try to have a kill spell queued up. Unfortunately, I did not. I think we'll be okay. I hope. Ooh, almost missed that. Boop, boop. Oh, he's gonna make him even scarier. Crunch. That's weird, why didn't it attack my creature? Isn't it menace? Huh. Oh, because it... I don't know. I honestly don't know. I thought it would have attacked my creature. Hey, stop. Okay. Well, no, I want it like that. And why didn't I get a creature back? Huh? Huh? Alright, this is good. We're getting a bunch of his mana taken out. You can really hose her by locking out her mana. Oh boy! There it is. Come back the turn it came into play. We're still slamming for mana. Let's just do it. Sure. Love it. Or do we do this? Because we're fine on mana. And they're slowing down a little bit. Yeah! Disabled. Oh, nice. And it goes away. My people need me. There we go. Hey, buddy. Oh, that'll be great, because he can, Ulrich me or whatever. Now, our play here is... No, not this. Don't be silly. I think we'll take his green, and we'll get some loyalty gem out of it. I kind of wish instead of that irrigated farmland we'd put in Aether Hub so this energy wasn't going to waste, but it's all good. It's all the same. Hello. You thought you killed me. Here seems like a good play. Wish it was a little more impactful to the board state. Yeah, break your enchantments. So, now this deck is only running 4 creatures, and look, I'm getting just flooded with stuff. Flooded. It's about the same. Ooh, I shouldn't go for black. I thought he was okay with black. So let's go here. Doesn't seem great. We were just saying black is no bueno. Nothing but creatures. Come on, Yosei. I could really use you, buddy. Green's fine. Do we have a better play? This will get us 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll get us 7. This will get us 6. There's a chance a red will drop and I'll break that and he won't get double strike, so I think that's actually... yeah, we were hedging our bets pretty hard on that, but fine. Row. Okay. This is bad. Oh, oh boy. We're in a lot of trouble now. Overwhelm, man. It's pretty overwhelming. No, I'm sorry, overrun. It's still pretty overwhelming, but I think we're dead. Because none of these guys have block, and these have unblockable. Oh yeah, we're dead now. Goodbye. Yep. I told you my money was on werewolves for good reason. Alright, let's make that one little change. We'll try that one more time, and then I think we'll call this episode. This has been a lot of fun. I'm super happy to have gotten one of the dragons. I think they're really cool. Yeah, these purple crystals have gotten a lot easier to obtain, which I think is important, because my first purple obtaining thing I got like 4 months after they released them, and I was like, this is dumb. I don't care. Like, I didn't care about going for it, and there was cool cards in there. Some of them were cool. What were we saying? We were going to take out irrigated farmland, and we were going to put in Aether Hub, which I believe it's either common or uncommon. Pretty sure it's uncommon. Yeah, this is a great card. It's just to automatically include in any energy deck, because you just gain energy, and it also has an activation, so you can gain like 6 mana for, yeah, it's extremely good. Alright, let's try it one more time. Did we heal? We haven't healed yet. We're going against a Nicol Bolas. Oh no, this could be good, because he could use his Bolas ability, his first ability, and blow up Yosei, and I blow everything up, and all is good. But we didn't draw a single bloody creature. Actually, we're gonna cast that twice in a row for the energizing. I lied, we're not gonna do that. That's dumb. Blah. We have no good first place. Super duper. We're gonna take his red. Oh, but that gives him blue. Darn it. Aha! This card is so good. Hey, do you want double your mana? Sure. I would love to. Okay. Can I do any shenanigans here? Doesn't look like it, but that's fine. I don't really care. Womp. I just spent mana to gain mana. Nerd. What is this? Hold on. At the beginning of your turn, pick one card out of the top 2 cards of your library. Usually they use the word, oh, it's not, you don't get the card until it's fetched. They are so inconsistent with their language. At the end of your turn, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, transform the support. So like, here's one of these things where it would be nice to know how many cards are in your graveyard, or what cards are in your graveyard. Convert 3 gems to blue, activate 3 blue, fetch the first spell. Pretty good. Neat. Look, and you get these little merfolk having a swim in this sunken city. Classy. What is this? Cool. That's my enchantment there. I think actually the better play. Yeah. I think it's a better play. Actually, I don't think it matters. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Wow, lots of green. Oh, damn it. Give him a free turn. No, my spirits. And another free turn? Okay. Dang it! That's the one we wanted him to blow up. Okay, if I drop this, that won't quite get there, but I think it's our best play, because we don't really have any other good plays, so here we go. Oh yeah! Got us a good ways into Yosei. Ooh, you have all the transforming mythics. Draw a card. At the end of your turn, discard your last card. Oh, that's interesting interaction with the blue. So you can just dump stuff into your graveyard real fast. Neat. I like your deck, sir. Adam. Brando. Trying to think if there's any sneaky ways. I don't think there is. Let's do it. Hello. Sorry, that's my dumb voice for getting a creature I'm excited about. It's I may have talked about it before. It's there's a bit by Patton Oswalt talking about a giant rat he sees that he describes as Danny DeVito in a rat costume, and he makes this voice. He goes, "Hello," and I just think it's hilarious. Blue. Oh, and we get an energy. See, paying for itself. All right, this is looking good. It's not looking so good. It was looking okay. Now everything's terrible. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get that online in case he blows something away. Now, here's a cool thing you can do with Siren's Ruse, is if I were to Siren's Ruse this guy, exile him, and bring him back, he would come back after... It would just basically rearrange all my creatures. It would take him out, the Niblis of Frost would become my first creature, it would become disabled, and then Yosei would come back as the next creature. So you can kind of use it to shuffle your creatures around. I haven't used it much to that effect, but it's definitely viable to do that. That said, I really want to get rid of this, because it's really annoying me that suddenly I can't use my thing I built this whole silly deck around. Aha! It has blocker! See if he blows up Yosei. Yeah! There we go! Wait, why'd I want that? He doesn't have any creatures in play. Damn it! Foiled me again, Brando, if that is your real name. He's not casting any creatures. And in fact, we're gonna just cycle this. Cause why? Yeah, let's get spirits in play. Oh my god, this is the worst. Cause I'll only have one creature a turn and it'll just lock it down. Oh, I hate everything right now. We need to get rid of that. Really, really bad. Can't do that. Can kinda do that. Not a great play. Everything's terrible. Oh, interesting. But because it was disabled, it doesn't exile itself at the end of turn. Clever. Interesting. I wonder if I cast another creature, if it'll stick around. Oh, okay, great. We can just do this. I wonder if it'll stick around even if it becomes undisabled. You know what I mean? Okay, that's a thing you can cast. Ow, 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 ow. Stop doing the things. We're gonna run another one of those out. Actually, Yosei could be fun. Look at all this nonsense. Blah! Oh, really? You got one of those in the bin, huh? We're gonna do this. We're gonna get these loyalty and some mana. I'm gonna kill this thing. Boom! I'm gonna break one of his enchantments. Ha! That was one of his expensive ones, too. Now let's see if this guy gets exiled. Oh, yep, he does. That was kind of interesting. Stop. God. The The epic cascades. Oh, whoa! Okay. Oh man, I wish I could find a way to destroy that. Destroy Yosei. I don't have a good way to do that though. And in fact, I don't want to cast this one because I think it exiles them both. More spirits. Oh no, he's just gonna blow up my spirits. That was dumb. Well, I think we've lost close to every game today. I think we won that one with Hotley against that really terrible cycling deck. But we've been getting our asses kicked. Mostly because I'm trying to experiment with new cards. My decks do pretty okay because I've worked on them and I finely tuned them and they can handle just about any threats. This deck is just, you know, some cards I lumped together. They don't seem to be really synergizing that well. You know, I'm just trying to stay alive, see cards do things, and they're really not doing much. And my opponent's deck is very finely tuned. And we're losing pretty quickly. This is good though, I can at least block this. I'll die to the double strike, but I'll at least... Nope. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. Well, not forever. Wow. And then probably a red goes right here, and you get more mana. Okay. You've clearly won this round, sir. I would like to cast the things. Yeah, we're pretty effed. Yep, we're dead. Yep. And then he gets a match, and then he gets more matches, and then he gets another free turn, and then he just blows away my stuff. He casts a spell. Yup. Because you need more stuff to do. You blow that up. Yup. Gain more mana. Get these guys bigger because they weren't big enough. Do instant damage to me. Hit me for a bajillion. That was insane. Go work, Brando. Alright. That deck. We didn't really get to see Yosei do her thing. I think the dragons are female. I could be wrong on that. But, that was fun. That's a cool new card. And we got Polyraptor, which I'll have to find a good deck for. I honestly think it's one of those cards that maybe can go in a non-dinosaur deck and still be pretty darn good. But we'll see. That was super fun. Thank you for tuning in. Maybe we have a free booster? Maybe? No, because we cracked it as soon as we started here. I'm just being greedy. Nope. Let's just sit here for 53 minutes, and then I'll crack another card and get another common. Oh! That was the other thing I was going to do. Booster crafting. So I've been saving up all these points for Ixalan. Look at all these. I can get almost 2 Mythics. Let's do it. I should have done this at the onset. Mythic! It's a black one! Ooh! Okay. Lose 5 life, draw 2 cards. Cool. At the end of your turn, if you lost 20 or more life this game. Ooh, okay. Wait, what to do? At the beginning of your turn, convert 3 gems to black. Destroy the last creature you control and gain life. I don't know if I want to do that. No. You just destroy Yosei. Anyway. Cool. One more mythic in the bucket. Good times. Alright. Now we're gonna call it. We'll save we'll save up for that next one. I don't think Boostercraft, I don't think it's worth it to dump your points into... Wow, I only need 4 more commons and uncommons. I don't think it's worth spending it on anything but mythics. It's just gonna be your best value. Because you get rares pretty often. You don't get mythics very often. and it's guaranteed to be a card you don't have. So I'd say save this for your Mythics. Anyway, it's my last piece of advice. Cheers, thanks for joining in, and hope you'll join me next time. Later. Look at my screen!